Hello, Malik Currington here, Family Budget Fisherman. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of this channel. Of course, as you've read in the description and in the thumbnail below, I am going to be talking to you about my latest, apparently annual, hook haul that happens around this time of the year. So with that, let's get started. All right, as I had explained to you in the introduction, apparently I do this hook haul around this time each year. I didn't know until I started looking at the videos going back that around this time of the year, I do this enormous hook haul. And I think it has something to do with the kinds of deals that I can arrange seemingly are the best during this time. It's not that it's not really good during the holiday season. It's just that there are other deals that are even better than me purchasing hooks, say during Black Friday, for example, or the Black Friday season, for example. It seems like during this time of the year, hooks are the ones that are the items I'm able to get the best deal that I can during this time of year on these particular products. So with that said, we're going to go right into them. Of course, as you all know, I have my favorite type of jig head. This is a bullet weight. I call it a bullet. Owner calls it a bullet type. I call it a bullet head, but it is largely replacing my darter head style of fishing for various techniques. I'm now able to get into that heavy grass with the darter style because of these. This is a 1/0 wide gap hook here. And I use these in the 1/16 and in the 3/16. So I made that purchase there. I'll tell you what this all cost me after I complete this presentation. Next will be the Shaky Heads by Z-Man. This is their 1/8 ounce, and I think this is a 3/0 hook here. I got 2 packs of those. And this is a different style that I'm familiar with typically. And I just wanted to try them out. Once again, here, speaking of trying out something new, this is from Mustad hooks. I got 2 of these. This is a 3/0 hook as well. The eye of the hook is about 60 degrees, but these are the football heads. So it's got a little bit longer shank than what I tend to use. So I wanted to try these out as well. Also, these Gamakatsus, 1/16 ounce on a 1/0. I normally get these when I'm throwing my curly tails, for example. I really prefer those to other styles when I'm throwing these. And then I got these here. Now, when I show you these, know that I'm not going back on what I said about Z-Man and their weird weight style that they've come out with. They're trying to change the game on styles. But here we go. We got 3 packs of the Finesse Shrooms. On the front, it says these are 1/20th. On the back, they say 1/10th. So I'm going to show you right here, 1/20th here. But then when I turn it around on the back, it says 1/10th. Right back there. Z-Man has a habit of doing that with a lot of their packaging. I'm pretty sure the retailers are not deciding the actual packaging sizes. This is a Z-Man thing. I noticed that with their chatterbaits, they do that horrendously, where they mark a chatterbait that is clearly a 1/4 ounce. They'll mark it a 3/8, or they'll mark it the 1/8, a 1/4 ounce. So it's kind of a strange thing. I don't know what needs to happen to improve the quality control, but something should. Going back to the darter head, I bought 6 of the darter heads here. 6. And I bought these at the 1/16 ounce and the 1/8 ounce, I believe it is. So these are the 1/16 ounce here. And these are the 1/8 ounce here. So Got about 6 of those. Then I got 2 of the Ned Rig style for Strike King. Again, this is a new item to me that I'm going to be trying out there. And this is a 1/8 ounce, and I think this is a 1/0 hook. Yeah, this is a 1/0 as well. And I got 2 of those. And after that, next bag here, this is largely boxer hooks, and I think this bag is exclusively boxer hooks. So I got these. These are actually slightly discounted. I think they were clearing them out, this one of the locations. This is a 1/4 ounce Wacky Jig Head. Now, I know most of us like to throw our wackies weightless. I do throw them weightless. I prefer some sort of weight, even if it's a 1/16 ounce, because in my view, I have better control of the bait at a 1/16 ounce than I do when it is a, say, when it's weightless. So, and I guess I bought 3 packs, not 2. The next one is these boxer swim baits. I am very impressed with VMC's boxer swim baits, swim bait jig heads. This is a 1/8 ounce on a 3/0 hook. Very, very sticky sharp hook. I got apparently 3 packs. And I say apparently because, if you're like me, you buy a lot of stuff and then a day or 2 goes by before you can get to it, and you then have to learn what you once knew about your purchases. And that's all that is. Then I got these half moons right here, and I got them in 2 sizes. The 1/16 ounce, as you see here, these are the 1/16 ounce. And then I got them in the 1/8 ounce. I got 4 packs of the 1/8 ounce and 1 pack of the 1/16 ounce. And I do it that way because my sweet spot when it comes to hooks, generally speaking, my sweet spot is the 1/8 ounce. So next, there are some non-hooks or other types of baits that I purchased. I got some Lost Creek worms here. These are the 6-inch LC shake worm. And I'll pull one out and show you why I purchased it. Now, I know most of you who are real meticulous notice that this worm suffers a bend right there. Well, the experience tip, if you take them and drop them briefly in boiling water, and be careful. I'm not suggesting that you do this without being careful. They tend to straighten out. So I don't worry like a lot of people do that I got bent plastic baits. Most plastic baits, the ones especially that don't have salt in them or very little salt and no oil, will tend to straighten out. And these are like that. I also bought what now is probably my 3rd spy bait. And the reason I bought this is because I was fishing with a guy who I've become very well acquainted with. He had never fished with one of these, and so I gave him one while we were fishing, and hopefully he, has caught some fish. I haven't talked to him in a while, but hopefully he's caught some fish. Then I bought this shallow diving crankbait. This is the Rapala DT4 shallow diving crankbait. And we know the difference between a shallow diving crankbait and a square bill, because this is not a square bill. It's a shallow diving crankbait. And I bought this size because I wanted to go after both crappie and bass with crankbaits. And I want to have more crankbaits that would accommodate that experience. Now, the last thing I have to share with you is this rod here. This is the Omen, I'll show it to you by name. This is a 13 fishing Omen GT, Omen GT. This is a 13 fishing Omen 3 series rod. Now, you might wonder, well, why, Malie, if you've already shown us this on several occasions in the past, why are you showing us this? Well, the reason I'm sharing this with you is because it was part of this purchase primarily. But secondarily, this is a new iteration in this rod series. This is a 7.5. And most of their rods maxed out in this series on the spinning side, maxed out at 7'1". And when I noticed at, I believe it was Sportsman's Warehouse, that they had a 7'5", and this is a 7'5" medium action rod. And it's interesting. It's a mag medium, and the lure rating is 1/4 ounce to 3/4 ounce, with a line rating of 6 pounds to 12-pound test. This is a 36-ton graphite rod. I jumped on it because I like longer rods. My sweet spot is in the 7.2 to 7.8 range, and 7.5 fits right in that range for me. And you'll know it by going back and look at some of the videos that I've already produced. Well, I am not going to do a full rod review on this unless, of course, you ask. If this video gets 20 likes, then I'll do a specific rod review on this, because the action is different on this rod than the 7.1s that you know that I have sitting here to my immediate left. I will pair this with one of the Creed GT3000 reels, and I don't know exactly where it would fit in my arsenal yet. I'll let you know that soon, but it's going to get on the water pretty soon. And I will, like I said, if I can get 20 likes for this video, I will do a rod and a specific rod review on that rod. But just note this whole total. Now, what did all this cost me? Well, the total retail value of all that I've shared with you comes to $315 retail. This rod is $10 more than its contemporaries in the category at $140 versus $130. Well, in doing the math, this rod went down to $92, which definitely fits in my family's budget. And the rest of these items compiled were just over $100. So I spent, my out-of-pocket expense was about $200 for $315 worth of merchandise. So that takes us to roughly 35%, between 35 and 40% off. And I thought that was a decent deal, considering this time of the year and what things are costing. It is unfortunate that hooks are so expensive, and we will get an opportunity to discuss that in the next video. As a matter of fact, we're going to talk about the expense of hooks and why hooks cost what they cost. But suffice it to say, they are expensive. So I want to thank you all for allowing me to share these moments with you on all of these items that I've purchased. Going back to the bread and butter of this channel, how to purchase expensive equipment in your family's budget. Not, let's all just buy a bunch of inexpensive products. The goal of this channel is, how can I purchase these $5.50 hooks at a discount so that I can purchase them within my family's budget? And that goes for the rods and all of the other items that we use here for fishing that I share with you. I don't want you to have to resign yourself to having just buy ugly sticks all the time. There are opportunities for us to buy merchandise that is more expensive that we can get for nearly, not exactly, but close to ugly stick prices. So at any rate, once again, please, 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 and I say this all the time, don't break your family's budget trying to purchase all of this equipment. With a good plan, you'll be able to get what you need. But as we conclude, within the law and within good ethics, do everything to get out there and break your personal best. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great one. Take care and be safe out there on the water.